On a morning where there were some gold standard performances, of course, resulting in gold medals for certain countries. Germany, they refused to budge, and of course, they remain at the top of the gold medal performances that table. They remain at the top, and of course, I greet you this morning. Good morning. It's my pleasure to be your host of Winter Prime, and I'm alongside the one and only Gerard Morris Seeley. Gerard, Germany, they were jolted a bit by Norway, but they remain atop the medal standings.
Yeah, Norway was actually leading earlier this morning. We always this morning.
Yeah.
And then Germany at short notice taking the lead with that 6 gold medal. Of course, Luge, again, being the bearer of that gold medal, just showing the dominance in that sport and continue today.
All right, and Gerard, you know, we're talking about these medal-winning performances, the sacrifice that goes into these Winter Olympic Games, and it brings me to our first point of discussion, the American Nathan Chen winning gold in figure skating as Yuzuru Hanyu. He failed to make his record attempt.
Yes, record attempt. I'm glad that you started with that. A quadruple axel was the jump that he went to get that gold medal, but he didn't hit it. It didn't land, but he still walked away with his head held high for attempting such a jump, because it is something that's quite hard to land. As you can see there, just not getting that fourth one, but it was quite a good showing of himself. But Cheng, on the other hand, he did well today.
Yeah.
Skating to the 1972 Elton John hit Rocket Man. Elton John actually giving him his congratulations. So Chen must be proud. His mother is from Beijing originally. She was born there. So he felt the connection between himself and those in attendance while representing his country, the United States of America. And as you can see there, he was quite ecstatic. He said that he felt like he had it when he landed his final jump.
Yeah, he said it felt like a whirlwind, and of course, Olympic redemption for Nathan Chen, who at the age of 18, four years ago to be exact, in Pyeongchang, he was tipped to be the favorite. Of course, his nerves got the better of him, and he missed out on that. But, you know, as I said, Olympic redemption for him. His country will be very proud of him. He should be very proud of himself. Of course, we do know the amount of hard work that goes into an Olympic winning performance. Now, the U.S., they have moved up to 4 gold medals, Gerard, something to be very ecstatic about.
Yeah, slow start for them, but a start nonetheless. And now that they have started, they are now moving up to 4th. Well, with the 4 gold medals in quick time. So USA showing that they are a force to be reckoned with, and that their reputation at the Winter Olympic Games is not too far from them.
Yeah, and as we are discussing the sport of figure skating, it's only necessary that I mention earlier this morning the ceremony had to be cancelled because one of the athletes tested positive for COVID-19, Iran's Sava Shemshaki, the first to test positive for COVID-19 at the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympic Games. You know, it's something that they've been very careful about. They've been very cautious, because we do know how a simple thing as one positive COVID-19 case can compromise the games, and it's something that would be one of our biggest nightmares.
Yeah, and they have to be very careful with it. But I think a big issue coming out of the medal ceremony that was cancelled as well. There was also a positive doping result. So it seems that the minor Kamila Valieva from Russia, the prodigy, had tested positive for a banned substance, trimetazidine, which is a heart medication, and is banned because it improves endurance and blood flow. So
and just to correct myself, as you spoke about the doping, it's the Sava Shemshaki that was the first positive doping test. All right, so we're going to move along now. Chloe Kim, another woman doing amazing things on the snowboard. She won the halfpipe goal with incredible ease to, of course, retain her Winter Olympic title from 2018. And I think apart from the gold medal, Gerard, the thing that stood out to me most from this Olympic winning medal performance is the fact that in her post conference, in the press conference where everybody was questioning her, she was very quick and eager to open up about how difficult it has been for her. Even moments before it was time for her to compete, the feeling of mental pressure, the fact of knowing that, you have one opportunity, it only comes every 4 years. So she spoke about the importance of mental health, and she's very grateful, very thankful to have gotten her gold medal.
Yeah, in these times, especially since the pandemic, we have been hearing a lot of discussions about mental health, especially amongst athletes. We had Simone Biles, who pulled out of the Olympic Games in Tokyo because of her mental health, and Naomi Osaka, who also pulled out of tennis open because of mental health. So great performance though, and she was able to blow away the competition with her first run, scoring 94
Yeah.
in her first run, which is a pretty high score. So she showed that she was mentally prepared enough to compete well, and she did so, and she won a gold medal.
Yeah, there's this saying, once you taste success, you want more. And earlier this morning, we got a taste of that. Norway's Therese Johaug winning gold in the women's 10-kilometer classic to add to her impressive winning performance about 5 days ago, Gerard.
Yeah.
She also won gold. So we see that, she's not stopping, and she's here to grab as much gold medals as possible.
Yeah, 2 events she had, and she got gold in both of them.
Yeah.
She must be proud of winning the gold in the 15-kilometer skiathlon. And I think this is extra special for her because she did not compete in Pyeongchang, and she only competed in 2010 and 2014. So now she's coming away double what she had last 4 years, which was nothing.
Yeah.
So coming in this time, and she gave it her all, and she hit the snow after she finished because it was so tiring skiing, a sport that takes a lot out of you. But she did well, and congratulations to her.
Definitely setting the standard, setting the barrier very, very high. Well, I like to believe that, I'm very similar to my mother, because they say, you don't really fall far from your parents.
Right.
We saw a perfect example of that this morning because Austria's Johannes Strolls winning gold in the alpine skiing, similar to his father, who had done the same thing in Calgary in 1988 in the same event. So the 29-year-old success sees him emulate his father, Hubert. So I think this has been brilliant. I don't know if my child will want to be a journalist in the future. That would be brilliant. But we see this athlete, doing great things,
Yeah.
just like his father.
Yeah, the first father-son duo to claim gold in the same event at the Winter Olympic Games. I think, if I'm correct, this is across all Olympic Games. So actually, what makes this feat even more special is that this is his first
Yes.
Olympic Games, Winter Olympic Games. So to do that in his first Olympic Games is something quite special. His father is proud, he is proud, and I'm sure that the whole of Austria is proud.
Very.
Also the IOC, because another record. And I say we have been saying it, Mariah.
Records.
This is about records breaking and setting. So it was a great performance from the Austrian today.
Definitely very sentimental. And Gerard, we have been waiting to see our Caribbean athletes. It's
Yes.
something that's very close to our heart, and we can't wait to see them perform, compete on the biggest stage. Bobsleigh training began earlier today. And of course, it's something that we're looking forward to most because we have participants in the
Yeah.
bobsled.
Yeah, we had the two-man bobsleigh and the women's bobsleigh doing training today.
Trinidad as well.
Yeah, Trinidad was in action as well as Jamaica, and so it seems though that they have done pretty well. I see them coming in 4th and 6th. I guess it's just in the time. The times are just, or the positions are just when they really go out to train. They're not competing, so they're just getting the time and getting accustomed to the climate and the track and everything. So training is done. They
Yes.
compete
Let
well.
the
The
games
bobsleigh
begin.
competition starts tomorrow, or later tonight rather. So we should see what happens.
It's one that we here at SportsMax will be keeping a very close eye on, our bobsled athletes getting ready to participate. And of course, it's at this point in time, Gerard, where we have to leave our viewers. But of
Yeah.
course, I thank you so much for sitting with me, and I thank our viewers for joining us. We remind you that our coverage of the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics, you don't need to go anywhere else because we have all the action right here on your home of champions. Bye for now. See you tomorrow.